Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the HydragonsBreath, welcoming you back to Slavic Sea Thunder. It is time, comrades. We are here with PR 123K Komorolets with giant fucking torpenises and two massive machine guns. But enough memes, ladies and gentlemen. This is Russian Sea Thunder. Now, the Russian boats, well, at least these two, are pretty much the same. There were a couple of earlier boats that were not as good. Honestly, I don't like a lot of the Russian vehicles, but these boats are awesome. The PR 123s, both the Cromlets and the Biss. The Biss is personally my favorite, just because it has more firepower, but the Krosmalets is a little bit faster, which is, I think, why it's at a higher BR. And then there's the BMO, which is a wonderful vehicle, and this is going to be our highlight vehicle for today. We're going to be playing this out the most and trying to get the most kills in it, because as you can see, it is by far both the most armed and armored of all of these Russian vehicles. The Krob, let's see, neither of these have any physical armor on them. This one, 12 millimeters of hardened armor on the crew housing, 10 millimeters of armor on this frontal turret, and it actually has hull armor, which is rather strange for a vehicle at 2.0. 10 millimeters of armor on the side, and 8 in the underside of the hull. And as you can see underneath here, if you look at the X-ray, you're protecting fuel, ammunition, and the engines with that armor. And what ammunition exactly are you protecting? Well, you're protecting a 37mm battery that is, by the way, fully automatic. This is such a fast reloading and fast firing gun that it's basically fully automatic. A pair of anti-aircraft 12.7 Dushka machine guns, a pair of anti-aircraft 12mm AN-M2 water-cooled machine guns, and a single 45mm auxiliary caliber anti-aircraft and anti-ship weapon. This has literally all of the Russian armor, literally all of the Russian weapons that are in Sea Thunder thus far in one boat. All of them. The powerful 12.7s, the awesome 3.37mm, the water-cooled 12.7s, and the wonderful aux turret of a 45mm. And as you can see, it's not even a necessarily slow boat. It's got really nice close engines. And all in all, this is just a great vehicle that I love to play. Now, as you guys can see, all of these are either auxiliary or anti-aircraft, so they're not directly controllable. This one is. This is kind of what we're going to be using for long-range engagements, and I'm going to turn these to target both air and water threats. Because if we get closed up on, these 12.7s do have a high amount of armor penetration, and that 45mm has some decent high explosive penetration. So, we're going to be taking that out first on African Gulf domination mode. I haven't played this one all that much. Normally I play the more linear maps. This is very much different than what I'm used to. Let's get this done. I'm pretty excited to take this out today, because we have armor-piercing high explosive. There we go. There it is for the 45mm. We're going to up our ammunition load of the APHE to be a little bit higher. Actually, yeah. That might be a bad idea to some of you, well, to most of you, probably because the armor-piercing high explosive doesn't have anything to detonate against on this tier, but look at that 37mm. It really is basically fully automatic, even though it has a 5-round clip. It reloads, like, incredibly swiftly. And as you can see, it's quite accurate over long distances. And if I could put some of these onto that guy, it'd be a little bit better. There we go. They should be making their mark. And this is just some long-range play, because I doubt that any of these are actually going to do much damage. Hey, that got an assist. There's an LS in front of us. Nothing to worry about there. We got flak barges, all kinds of things trying to take him down. This 37mm is great, but as you can see, the 45 in the back, all of these are trained on both aircraft and ships. So say an LS comes up behind me, he's going to get 45mm to the face, and then a ton of 12.7s to, you know, the rest of his fuselage and hull. We got a motor torpedo boat that's going to get away with just a little bit of hull damage. There's an S-100 here, going across parallel to us. We're not going to be able to hit him until he comes back out from underneath this. We're going to head for A, because it looks like all these heavy battleships and such are going to be aiming to take that side of the map. So we're going to go into a broadside reach here to get all of our guns on target. There we go. Nice high explosive shot in the bow. And these are like the universal clips. I don't have APIT on, so I see that torpedo, by the way. They're not exactly firing just armor-piercing shells. They are firing some high explosive rounds that will, you know, mess up the lighter PT boats and such. And the thing about this 37mm is it's got a ton of ammunition and a whole lot of, well, fire rate in this case, which is helping us to get all those assists that you're seeing. And as I said, this is pretty much the epitome of the Russian vehicles thus far. It's got kind of my favorite of everything. You know, the 12.7s are great, the 45 is great, and the 37 is great, but put them all together and you just have a absolutely stellar boat. I do not like the fact that there's a sub chaser that I cannot recognize all the way over there. So I'm going to let loose that last 37mm shell just to go across his nose. Oh, it's an SC-475. I think that's a British ship. Yep, it is. RMS taken down. We're in the A point. We're going to turn up. As I can see, there's several enemy boats over here. Oh, big one. It's a sub chaser, actually. Alright, there we go. There's some AP into his crew and hull. I'm going to keep following this guy. I'm going to take him out because he's going to be falling. He's going to be trying to... Oh, we're taking fire, heavy fire from this Sea Witch. Come on. Rotate. Rotate the 37. LS to be taken out. The thing about these LS, they're really fast and they're really maneuverable, so it's kind of hard to hit. Or it would be if I... OD 200, that was oh, that was artillery, actually. Oh, sweet. We could take out the BB-1, which is great. Oh, wait, yeah, I can't take out this because it's 2.7. Darn it. There was that new BR change that makes it so that you can't take out any vehicles or any planes that were higher BR than the boats you were using. Which, you know, isn't stupid, but, like, just kind of annoying when it's like, I'm using a 2.0 thing and it's a 2.7 aircraft, because, well, I mean, come on. It's not exactly a dive bomber. It's not going to be the best thing for this, but who cares? And as you can see, I am not alone. Our team has absolutely cleaned them up, so they're going to all jump into A-36s, Junker 88s, BF-109s with bombs, and F-3, F-2. So we have a ton of planes up that are going to now come in and hopefully smash any resistance, such as these motor torpedo boats. We have 12 100-kilogram bombs, or actually, are these 50s? Yes, 12 50-kilogram bombs, with probably we're going to drop 2 each, and then we have a bunch of Russian 50 cals. So we're going to dive in on this gentleman here as he is repairing. Oh, dodge some flak. Drop some bombs. Drop 3 more. There's 2 down, and the other 2 just landed. That is just a plain tendency of mine, is to drop a couple of bombs at high altitude, and then change direction and drop another pair from a secondary location. It's very efficient when removing enemies from the battlefield because you're almost guaranteed to hit them with one of those 2 volleys. The PR-124, or 1124. Bombs away, and he's taken down. There's 2 boats taken out of the battle for 1 bomber. That's good by me. Obviously, I could have done more, but the flak was kind of heavy. I didn't feel like it. I have APIT, or I could do APIT with this one. Personally, I don't like the Cosmolets all that much, just because of its... Yeah, it technically has bigger guns, but it only has 2, whereas this has those 12.7s with APIT that have close to the same penetration, not exactly the same, but it has 2 turrets, and they're far more versatile, as one is mounted much farther up in the hull. But unlike the Cosmolets, it's not as stable of a platform. We just can blanket that whole front of that minesweeper, though. Alright, I'm going to drop Artie over here. Oh, it's an R301. That's not good. But we do have torpedoes. So we're going to drop both of those. We're going to put some holes in his hull, force him to repair. Or he's going to put some holes in our hull. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Please don't break. Please don't break. Ah, that's a hull break. Darn it. He messed us up pretty good. Our torpedoes are past him. That sucks. We have the APIT. See, these can penetrate 35 millimeters of armor, which is basically more than you'll ever need at this tier. The 12.7s do enough, but these are nice too. Or these two guns are nice as well. Put up some smoke behind us, just because, why not? It's always good to let a little smoke off at your spawn. Yeah, there's the machine gun boat. I think we might get closer before we release torpedoes next time. There's a minesweeper. Is that the same boat? Let's let these bigger guns off and let them have a shot at it. Yeah, it is him. Alright, we're a lot faster than he is. And we can definitely get a lot more of these shots off. From long range. Yep, there we go. Kill assist. Alright, we're gonna get closer. Much closer. We're gonna launch a torpedo here, just preemptively. And another one there. That one is probably gonna hit the landmass, but it does not matter because we're currently spawn camping them pretty much. Other than the enemies in the air, we are essentially dominating this side of the map. Which I think we're gonna continue to do. Is the R130. Let's put some 14.7 millimeters into him. Man, German 20 mils are some fascist wonder right there. It's PT6. 81-foot PT6. There we go, mission accomplished. Got some British boat, but he's not going to take us out. So we're good with 3 kills, I think 11 assists, and some odd deaths. Not bad. Not bad at all. As you can see, yeah, there kind of is a charge mentality with these Russian units. It's very infectious to attack aggressively. Which feels freaking awesome. Got some high explosive clips. Yeah, so let's look at those penetration of those two weapons against each other. As you can see with the APIT for this 14.7, you're looking at 35 millimeters of penetration versus the 2 pairs of 12.7s, or APIT, you're looking at 21. So maybe at range it won't get through as much, and the 14.7s remove that chance from the equation. Actually, hold up. I'm going to switch and grab a different plane. Just because I can, and because this is a 2.0, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's nice. What kind of bombs does this have? It's been a while since I played the early tier Russian bombers, and oh my gosh, it only has 6 Fab 100s. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's a big one. It's a big bomber. It takes up a lot of space, but I find myself able to shoot down the Russian bombers quite easily, whereas German bombers tend to survive a lot longer against me. For some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's because, I don't know, they have less space. They're less easy to shoot. These Russian bombers seem to come apart quite easily, which is a little odd to me. I don't know why a bomber would have armored target, but I guess to each their own, because it does have these 2 big old guns up front that it doesn't use, like, ever, because you're a bomber. Why would you be chasing fighters? Or other bombers, for that matter. You're not all that maneuverable in this. You can snap off wings pretty easily. It still is a light bomber, but not very fun to get stuck in a dogfight with. Domination Green Mountains Gulf. This is more my style. Well, by my style, I mean the thing that this game has stuck me with for the last, like, 200 games. Alright, let's go, 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 go. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. The BMO. Honestly, I didn't see this do much damage, and I don't know. Because you see, this has 73 millimeters of penetration, which could easily go through any vehicle at this tier, front to stern, no problem. Penetrate literally everything and overpen and not explode. But, I suppose I'll take the high explosive out just because not a lot of vehicles, even at 2.0, have enough armor to take it. Not that I'm saying that you'll never get stopped, but considering that you have a fully automatic 37mm with armor-piercing rounds, I don't think that you'll have to worry about it. It really does depend on your preference, and if some people like to just keep that for anti-air duty, that's entirely up to you. Personally, I like it for both, because I don't know, all guns blazing. And this really, this feels like a battleship. It has a ton of ancillary guns, one set of very good main armaments, and just a whole lot of possible damage potential. But, you know, it pays in what kind of damage it can soak up, and it pays in speed, which is natural, of course. But, because of its armor and its armament. But still, it's a very nice feeling to feel like I'm in a battleship instead of like a light PT boat. Because, honestly, I like armor a lot. Because if somebody were to shoot us with machine guns from all the way out here, they wouldn't be able to get through anything important in my vehicle. No armor, or no armor-piercing round at this range could get through that armor on my side, especially if I angled it. And essentially, they'd be only firing at the ammunition that's under the 37mm, which really doesn't go up as often as I thought it would. And we're gonna go for C. Oh, what the? Oh yeah, the 45mm. I keep wanting to say 47mm because I say 37, but the 45mm will range at a very, very extensive couple of kilometers range. I don't know why, probably because it has a longer effective range than this 37mm, because I would never open up at this range. Immediately thinks of opening up at this range. It's really easy to aim the 37 too, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 second reload, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 second reload. So you can treat it very leniently. Alright, these should come down on top of him. Alright, let's go, 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 go. Alright, we got hits on all of them. We got a motorboat coming in. Fixing up some holes in the hull and some damage to our equipment. Alright, let's let those rounds just get into them. This is a whole lot of enemies to be fighting literally on my own. Oh. Was that artillery? No, that was guns. I guess he hit... Oh, he hit ammunition. That is some bull. I think we're going to engage those same targets at A. Send our torpedoes down range and then try and flank them with these armor-piercing incendiary bullets. With a comet core, it says. I don't know what that means. I guess I'll have to look that up later. We're going to put some smoke up behind us. Flare our way into battle. And get into C with as much... Or into A with as much speed as we possibly can. I need to get some range on this artillery I have. Who's behind me? No, just smoke. Alright. So, we're going to drop Artie in 3, 2, 1, drop. Alright. There we go. Aiming in so I can get a good, accurate shot with these torpedoes. Just come right here. Oh, there it is. Just looking at the wrong point. Alright, there's A. Torpedo number 1, away. Torpedo number 2, away. Alright, torpedoes out. We're going to take them from the backside with this other motor torpedo boat. Hopefully we'll be able to come right in through this area, smoke up the areas behind us. There we go, get some shots on that minesweeper. Not a lot of damage there, but we'll see what happens to him later. We're going to send these 14.7s up, full reverse. We are in full reverse. Uh-oh. I do not want him to take me from the side. There we go. That is one good thing about the 14.7s. They can do a lot of damage. Oof. Oof. German 20 mils. Scary German 20 mils. Those things are so spooky. Oh my god. There's more of them. Oh man. Okay, yep. A little too many for us to take on there. That was a mistake. But I think I do know what can take them on. It's a BB-1. Because I know those German vehicles don't have a ton of anti-air on them. That's a joke. They do. They have a lot of really good 20 mils. But I believe I can take A if I am aggressive about it. 2 bombs per boat is kind of cheating yourself, so try with 3. Do 1, 2, 3. 1 on the bow, 1, or try it for 2 on the citadel. Because if you get a direct hit on the citadel, you should ammo rack. That's at least how the game wants you to think. So we're going to go for the sub-chasers and minesweepers first, as they have the largest volume and the ability to take the most punishment from our allies on the ground. So we're just going to try and eliminate them first. Let's go with this one here. Looks like he has a 20mm emplacement. We're going to drop our first bomb now. Looks like our junker is going for him, so we're going to change direction, actually. Go to this minesweeper. This Wrthunder here. Gonna lead him with these bombs. Got a hull break. Taking a good old pirouette. Changing direction. Getting out of the way of these opponents. Getting down to the water level, and we are away. With 400 miles per hour at our back. Anti-aircraft baffled behind us. That's a good hit and run. Which is exactly how you want to play these bombers. Get low, let your anti-air gunner do the work. And then, I think there's a bomber behind me, isn't there? Yep. There's a light attacker behind me. Oh, it's an SBU too. Can you outturn me, brother? I do not think so. I think I can get stuck in a turning war with him. So I'm going to go in another round with these motor gun torpedo boats. He should have less kinetic than me. Oh, come on. I pulled over that. Alright, I was trying to get him to run into it, or around it at least, but unfortunately that did not happen, so we're taking out the PR-132 BIS with the APIT. This is the... I changed the voices of the crew to Russian because... why not? I love it. Historical accuracy and the such. Alright. Torpedoes prepared. Gas extended. And fire ready to rain down from the heavens. And torpedo 1 away. Torpedo 2 also away. Preparing to rain down fire in 3, 2, 1, go. And if you just assault bases like this over and over again, you're not bound to win, but you do have a high percentage chance of removing most of your opponents. And as long as you're confident with all of your vehicles, as I am, I'm pretty confident with almost everything that I'm able to take out, that I'll be able to use it correctly. Oh, 7-6. He hit some. He got a lucky shot on me, huh? Well, now we're gonna get a lucky shot on him, I hope. Come on, Russian bias. No lucky ammo rack, huh? Ooh. It's a plane. Not just a plane. It's an Su-2. It's a Russian plane. I'm gonna reverse, get into our own smoke. They keep trying to bomb us, but they will not succeed. This PT-7, on the other hand, might be a problem. Alright, we're in full reverse. We got guns on target, but we're not hitting anything. Nothing that they can't repair, apparently. Just die already. There we go. Okay. Jeez. That thing took so many rounds. Alright. Torpedoes are ready. No, SBU, dude. Dude, I will kill you. There we go. Take that. Eat that, rudder and entire side of wing. Alright, there's one aircraft down. Put up some smoke behind us as we move into this point. Please. Oh, yeah, there we go. Didn't even have to use the torpedo. We'll go to full back. Get ourselves nice and covered in smoke. We're going to send artillery down this way. 7 and 8. Keep ourselves alive. Come on. You can take some punishment. You're better than this. You're not going to die from a bunch of friggin' planes. You might die from that motor gunboat, though. We're gonna get ourselves away from this sticky situation. However, I do fully intend to capture A. I am not leaving here. I'm gonna reverse, get myself back into this corner, hopefully. Sub-chasers and torpedo boats. We have no chance against both of them together, but if we manage to split them apart, we might be okay. Meaning it's smoke time. 8. We have 33% crew. This crazy... Oh, friggin' rockets. I was not expecting rockets. Okay. Yeah, good job. Good job, I-16, Type 18. And he dies immediately afterward. What a douche. Okay. Let's hope we get a MiG-315 or something like that. We got enough spawn points to bring in a generic fighter. See what we can do. Nice. Nice. What kind of guns? Oh, plenty of guns. Now, the same kind of rule applies when you're using these lighter aircraft that don't have real cannons on them. Find something open-topped and kill the crew is essentially how you use these. Or find something with no armor on it and murder literally everything. Even if you don't have a ton of guns, you can still do a lot of damage in these vehicles. Or you could just head on a way better vehicle and murder them all. Good job, POA. Have your engine and crew taken out. Rest in peace. I-153M. Alright. Here's the thing. If you want to watch this MPK-163, watch him. If you don't, please skip ahead to the part in the video where I get done with this match, because I actually want the EXP from this match. Nope, I lied. We're already losing again, so... Also, don't take out high-altitude bombers in this game mode, ever. It will not work for you. You're too slow when you go into bomb, and bombing from too high above will you'll never hit anything. At least as far as I can tell. So, that was very enjoyable for me, at least. Let's see what vehicles we have to show you. This one. This is the first vehicle in Wrthunder, I think, that made me question why I hadn't thought that it existed. It's a pair of T-34 turrets and a pair of 12.7 machine guns on a very well-armored hull. And not only is it 2 T-34 turrets, but it's their quick-firing 76.2mm guns on a very hardened armor, anti-frag armor, cast homogeneous armor. This is a very heavily armored vehicle. And if you side scrape at about this angle where both guns can fire, four guns could technically fire, machine guns will not penetrate this, or this from long range. From medium and short range, maybe they will. But they will not penetrate these. And that would imply that they will not damage your guns, they will not destroy your auxiliaries, and with your engine guarding your bridge and your radio station, it's kind of hard to kill all your crew. Now, I haven't taken this vehicle out for more than a couple of test runs. I don't know how fast it is, so we're going to see today. And, by the way, if you were wondering, the modifications, 35mm of penetration on the high explosive, 80mm of penetration on the MD5 fuse, and the machine guns have regular high explosive and armor-piercing IT belts. And we're going to take out the high explosive today because why not? It's fun. And I didn't expect too much resistance, so we're just going to go straight ahead and see if those... We'll see how many of these guns are auto-targeting or not, but like, ooh, the speed is pretty unfortunate. Well, we're going to let it get up to speed. Those 12.7s look like they're automatic, or at least AI controlled, which is nice. Now let's see how fast these turrets rotate. The back one cannot rotate past that capstan, it looks like. So let's look at the reload on that. Whoa, high explosive just messes stuff up. Okay, boom. And as you can see, we are at a very tight angle right now. At this angle, nothing's penetrating our turrets. Very little, especially from that guy. I don't think his 20mm, without the armor-piercing incendiary, I don't think they can penetrate our hull. And oh my gosh, it feels like a battleship to just drop those big old boom stick. Alright, there's a lot of damage to his crew. let's just get some damage to his hull here. There we go. That is what I love, when you can drop it and it just tink right into their ammunition and done. Over. Game is over and out. So you can see our 12.7s are aiming at something. They're aiming at him. So let's see if we can't elevate these guns a little bit. Because that was another thing I was worried about, is how far can you elevate these 76.2 millimeters. And it looks pretty decent, actually. I wasn't expecting that much elevation. I like it. I really do like it. A lot. It's really nice. Let's see what we can do to this guy out here. The destroyer. We're going to get on a close haul to him. Firing our guns. And we actually penetrated. Well, not really penetrated. Splash damage into his... Oh. Well, I'll be damned. It's actually doing something. Wow. High explosive isn't really getting through. It's kind of just splashing down from where it explodes on the upper deck. But let's get a little bit closer and see if we can't actually, like, light him on fire. And one. I know where these guys keep their crews. It's kind of like central and then in the main conning tower. So the high explosive should be able to penetrate everywhere that he holds crew other than the main tower. There we go. We're just going to fire one after another, after another, after another. And hopefully set him on fire. And I love doing this. Like, I'll just go into a random custom battle normally and sit with, like, a PT boat that doesn't have real, like, weapons that could damage this thing in real life, and just use its normal machine guns to try and kill all the crew. Not that I have that much time on my hands, but it is that is incredibly enjoyable to realize that, wow, literally any of these vehicles could have been killed by just a PT boat with torpedoes. Or even machine guns in some cases. The German 20 mils can penetrate a lot of armor, so they're very useful in that way. And dink. Now, I imagine the armor-piercing high explosive would definitely do a lot more than the HE. As you can see, the HE is really kind of falling off, kind of lackluster at this range. We're not going to really make him sink. We're not going to do a lot of damage, but we are going to look very, very cool while doing literally nothing. And, you know, maybe we'll light his crew on fire, or maybe we'll light his engine or his stuff on fire. But the thing I love about this, and about this mode, and about using high explosive and such, is once you get close, you can actually see the over, like, 200 holes I've poked in the side of his vessel. And if you'll look, 1 hole, 2 holes, 3 holes. I love that Wrthunder models that, by the way. I love Gaijin so much. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate that. Let me see if I can drop a round. I want to drop one into his ammunition. So right underneath this turret. A little too high. Let's go right here. No, that's not going to do it either. Maybe I have to be... damaged it. We didn't set it off yet. Damaged again. Well, we're going to pull up right alongside him. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just like 100 holes down underneath there. Yeah, there we go. We're damaging the elevator that brings up the ammunition. There's damage in the ammunition. And let's go around. There we go. Ammunition destroyed. Stowage completely destroyed. And enemy ship sunk by a PT boat. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will be back with more War Thunder, with more Sea Thunder, and maybe with new games. We don't know. We never know from week to week what we're going to do. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. I wish you an early Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. That has passed slightly. I wish you all a happy holidays and a wonderful day.